So today I will show you how I got 341 leads for just €69 per lead on Facebook ads, and they're all qualified leads. Just to give you a little backstory, this is a client that does lights within like buildings as well as homes. They make a custom plan for you. I joined them around, I don't know, I think it was like around February, I think. And they were actually struggling to get new clients, new leads. They were advertising in a local newspaper. That's why I found them. I cold called them and I got a meeting with them, closed them, and they became my client. €575. I got 341 leads. The frequency is pretty okay because I've been testing a lot of creatives, but I'll go into that as well. And I set up other campaigns, right? So basically, the first thing I did was I created inspirational ads, right? Sort of evergreen ads to keep people going to the website. As you can see, a lot of landing page views that we're able to use to retarget people. So all the visuals are just reels that they're posting on their socials, and I've used them to get people to the website, as well as for their lead Facebook ads. As you can see, I've tested some various targetings, which is kind of important right now. I tested it's all around in Belgium. I tested renovation, real estate, also just broad targeting because, you know, everybody's in homes, everybody needs lights. It doesn't matter how old you are. So I took it broad as well, which actually, as you can see, the results are pretty much the same. Then I started using data to get them to invite a meeting, but the thing we're here to talk about is actually the lead gen, where they will download a brochure, right? So it won't be as sexy as you think it will be, because with the other campaigns I'm doing a lot of targeting. Here I'm just actually using a broad targeting for around like €4 a day. Not so much. It's, as the name says, it's a broad targeting, and it's just actually in the whole of Belgium, which is kind of interesting because I've talked with them. I'm always working closely with my clients because they will always know more about the brand, about the niche than I will. And so I asked them like, yeah, where are customers coming from? Are they just only within a certain region, or are they coming from elsewhere as well? And they said to me that they're actually coming from the whole of Belgium as well as the Netherlands, since it's not so far from the Netherlands. But it was pretty interesting because they're also a sort of distributor of one type of brand. They're a certified distributor. They were, I think, the only one in Belgium. So that's why a lot of people come to them. The only targeting that I did was 25 to 65, of course. An 18-year-old, there will be some 18-year-old kids that have a house, but I don't think they will buy any property or lights, you know. No interest targeting at all. Why? Because I actually put it broad just to note it wouldn't work in Belgium. It only works actually in Belgium. It wouldn't work in the United States. I've done it in the past. There you always have to use interest targeting. In Belgium, people don't actually take out time out of their day to fill out a lead gen form for something they would not get. I tried it myself in the US with a broad targeting, went completely bad. It was a big mistake. A lot of people took actually time out of their day to just fill out a form with just like bad answers. So yeah, but here it works. So it's actually not such a sexy campaign, so it's just broad targeting, but it actually works, which is super interesting. As you can see, I tested a lot of various visuals, right? Here it's a perfect example as well. It's an 80-20 rule. 80% of the leads come from 20% of the ads. As you can see here, it's actually 2/3 of the ads. Important thing to know is the quality ranking is average, which is pretty okay. The engagement ranking is above average, as well as the conversion rate, which is a good thing for Facebook, since they would start to push it and your ads will become cheaper. Interesting to note as well is that there's actually a lot of clicks that are coming through the lead gen ads, which actually normally never happens with lead gen. It's barely anything. 31k people reached, 71k impressions, and 230 leads. As you can see, I tested a lot of them. Some have just like one lead. I turned them off pretty quickly because the cost per lead was high. It's still super low, bear in mind. I think with those leads they got like a ROAS of 10 or 17, because you have to think about it, right? They got 230 leads for just €1.71, and they sell lights, right? Their minimum price would be around like 10k, or if it's not even more, right? Here I just use Reels, like I said in the previous, I use Reels that they're using with some copy about like, are you looking for a lightning plan or just lights for your house? Then you should download our guide about how to set up a perfect lightning plan and get inspired, right? Also with the URL, actually I'll blur that out. And then with the download that goes through to a lead gen form, right? Where it says like download our guide. You just need to leave your email address, right? It's a super easy thing. I did 3 things. I asked him 3 things: their email, their full name, a phone number. Why phone number? Because it's actually pretty easy to cold call them. And then you have their phone number as well as their email, because they have to send out a lead form, the guide actually, so they have to send out the PDF towards the client, and I pushed that with Zapier to an Excel file, so they always keep the data, since Facebook deletes it around, I think it's like 180 days or 90 days, so they keep the data and they're still able to use it. And then we set up a nurture sequence. It's also called an HVSO, a high value content offer. So you just return your email and you get something free, which is in this case the lightning plan. So it's pretty interesting, because then you put them in nurture sequence, you send them an email regarding the lightning plan, if they want to make a meeting with them, right? Booking a meeting with them, get everything, and then just nurture them if they book in a meeting, like what they're able to expect, what they have to take with them, like their plans of their house, those type of things. The same goes just like in general with this thing. It's also the brochure itself has a call to action to it, so it's pretty interesting, right? I also said like their privacy policy, and that's actually it, right? It's their full name. Pretty interesting. Here also I forgot to say is like I already qualified them, right? Like I asked them, are you considering to buy some new lights for your house, office, or restaurant? Yes, within 3 months, 6 months, yes, within a year, or just completely no. Would you like a light plan, custom light plan actually? And then do you want to be contacted by one of our experts? So it's pretty interesting, because then you pre-qualify them already, and then actually here we're running a new offer, which they would get a free light plan, custom-made free light plan, but only if they also buy the lights, because it's a super intensive thing. They have to design everything. It's also pretty costly. So yeah, thanks to these ads I actually got 230 leads, which is pretty interesting, also on a super low average cost per lead. I mean, if you get leads around €1.70, they're all qualified and they all want to buy, and they all buy around like 10k worth of stuff. Of course not everybody, let's take like 30%, and then we'll get an easy 10k ROAS. Just to dig a little bit deeper, a bit of a bonus, after I spent the lead gen, I also make a conversion retargeting campaign based on, of course, retargeting people that came to their Instagram. This is not pushed through, but it doesn't matter because it's running. And then also their web visitors and Calendly visitors. That's why the Calendly is here. It's €60 per meeting, which is, some might say it's pretty high, but then yet again, it looks high, but if someone buys, you know, light plan plus lights, installation, everything's all around 10K, you would get like, I don't know, a ROAS of 100. I don't know, my math is not so good. The frequency is a little bit high. This is also due because there are not a lot of people out there, but it again uses real since you was able to work previously. And then I got also a new conversion for meetings, but it's still not live. But so yeah, this actually wraps up the video, how I got 340 leads for just €70. So if you have any questions, or if you want to get leads yourself, or if you're an e-commerce brand or a local business and you want to get leads yourself, I'll put a link down below where you're able to schedule a meeting with me, and then we can set up the same funnel for you, or even a better one. And yeah, then we'll work together. See you in the next video.